Welcome to King Lizard's Game Lounge and Forza Motorsport 6. So this is an R-Class Rivals event at Virginia International Raceway Full. I'm driving the 1971 number 2 Ferrari Automobili 312P. This is a vehicle that's been in at least as far back as Forza Motorsport 4. I think the last time I drove this vehicle was in Forza Motorsport 5, where I must say I'm pretty certain I found this a much better handling vehicle back then. Nearly went off track there. I'm finding that a lot of these corners this vehicle is just extremely slidey on, and that slide is going to cost me tons and tons of seconds, very important seconds in terms of getting top leaderboard time. So the cornering is just so bad sometimes. I'm finding that I'm having to use the gears as well to actually save my skin a lot. I'm having to drop into first gear to get myself out of trouble quite a bit. And so far I've actually done 2 unclean laps of this circuit, and this I'm hoping is going to be a clean lap, and if it is, this will be the lap that I post, and then I'll just see how I compare up against the community. So this is kind of my test run rivals for our class on Virginia International Raceway, if you like, full circuit. And at a later date I'll come back to this and have another dig. Now I really like the internals on this view here, pretty cool. Obviously I probably do better times if I go external, because obviously I can see more of the track, but for me it's more about an immersive feel when I'm driving. So I like to drive in car because I love to see the dashboards, but it also just feels that a little bit more realistic and helps me get into the game that little bit more, even though it is a hell of a lot tougher to drive in cockpit view than it is any other mode. Although actually bonnet mode's quite tough, because obviously you're right up front, in front of the action, and that's where it's at the fastest. So after that lap, I don't feel great about that lap, to be honest. That was my clean lap. It was a 2:01.700. I was able to beat a number of my rivals that were in the background, but I'm not convinced this is going to be such a great time for me, because there was just so much slide on the corners. It was kind of putting me off focusing what was coming up next. So I found myself being ill prepared. Once I got out of a corner, I was kind of having to do a lot more thinking than I would normally do. I'll be honest, I do suffer from severe sleep apnea. If you watch the channel regularly, you'll know that. So I have a tendency to fall asleep while I'm driving sometimes. Legally, I don't drive at all anymore, unfortunately. I do love driving, but I don't actually get to drive real vehicles anymore. For me, this is as good as it gets now. So that's what these rival times are about, is me kind of pushing myself, trying to keep myself alert and get around the circuit as quick as I can. I definitely don't drive as well as I used to as a gamer, because of my various illnesses. I have sleep apnea being one of the prime ones, along with depression and various other things. So this this channel is all about me driving myself, trying to get the best time I possibly can with my health condition, and then obviously having something to do is part of the channel. So me editing videos, doing voiceovers while I'm driving live, and then a recap is part of my recovery process. Hopefully we shall see. Really tough drive this, as I said. Having come out of Forza Motorsport 7 into Forza Motorsport 6, or back to Forza Motorsport 6, it's a hell of a lot tougher to drive Forza Motorsport 6 than it is Forza Motorsport 7, that's for sure. Forza Motorsport 7 definitely seems a lot kinder. So, as I suspected, I lost about 24 seconds there on the top leaderboard time, and that put me in the top 29% in the world, which is better than I was expecting. I'll be honest, I was expecting to be 60% and higher in terms of community. So it's not dreadful time, but it's definitely not where I want to be. I want to be closer. I want to kind of be those 5 to 8 seconds that I normally am off the leaderboard or better. So I've got a lot of work to do on VIR International on Rivals R-Class. I'll probably try another vehicle next time. Well, thanks for watching. I will be back again with plenty more rivals from a variety of different Forzas. Please remember to rate and subscribe. Take care, keep well, keep watching, and most importantly, come back soon.